My name's Kirsty Smith. I'm a Community Learning and Development Worker for Aberdeenshire Council. I've been qualified for 3 years. This is my first job that I got after I qualified. I work in Laurencekirk, which is right at the bottom of Aberdeenshire. It's an accessible rural area rather than a remote rural area, but we still face many of the same types of issues. I suppose as a professional working in the northeast of Scotland, sometimes it can feel quite isolated. Working in a rural environment, communities of practice become very, very important. Of course, the most important one would be my local team, the professionals who I work with every day. We don't always get access to formal training courses, and we don't get the opportunity to even visit other places and see what other folk are doing. So people bringing stuff back from training courses that they've been on or sharing stuff that we found online is really important, and supporting each other as well in the way that we do our jobs. Because of the rural location, a lot of the work that we're involved in is community development and tackling issues of isolation. And so because of that, a lot of the people that I'm working alongside and I would see as my community of practice would be volunteers or community activists. I think that their contribution gives a really different perspective to mine, obviously as a professional working in a local authority, and I think I get a lot out of that. I think it brings a real richness to my practice. Another one, I suppose, would be my peers from my postgraduate in community learning and development. Even though I'm not a student anymore and haven't been for the last 3 years, it's still really helpful to meet up and share ideas with the people that I qualified with. It's nice to meet people who work in a different situation to yourself and get feedback on your practice in that way. And that's very, very, very important to me. I suppose I'd also see myself as being part of the CLD profession nationally and taking part in that by accessing websites, online newsletters, reading bits of research, trying to keep myself up to date, attending things nationally where possible, and just trying to stay up to date with what's happening in the field. If I reflect back on the last 3 years and how I've developed my confidence and my competence as a CLD worker, it's probably been less about the training courses and more about interacting with my peers and probably being part of communities of practice, finding my voice as a CLD worker that way.